Hey there, awesome crew. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm Mark, and today we're diving into some fresh Reddit tales. If you enjoy these stories, consider giving a thumbs up, subscribing, and maybe even hitting that notification bell. Let's jump into the first story of the day, sending you all tons of love. Our first story comes from user TrueLight on the Am I the Jerk and relationship subreddits. It's titled, Am I the Jerk for Refusing to Let My Future Brother-in-Law Use My Grandfather's Antique Watch for his wedding, even though it's said to bring good fortune? I'm a 30-year-old guy engaged to Emma, 29, and our wedding is set for 10 months from now. I inherited my grandfather's vintage watch, which he wore on his wedding day. It's a family tradition that the firstborn son wears it on his wedding day for luck. Since my father passed away when I was young, the watch came to me, and I've always planned to wear it at my wedding. My future brother-in-law, Tom, 28, is Emma's younger brother, and his wedding is in 4 months. He knows the watch's significance and recently asked to borrow it for his big day, claiming that since his wedding is first, he should get the luck. I firmly declined, explaining that I want to uphold my family's tradition. Tom got upset and told Emma I was being selfish. Emma's stuck in the middle. She gets why the watch matters to me, but also sympathizes with her brother. Now her parents are saying I should let Tom wear it, arguing it's just a watch and traditions can bend. I deeply value this tradition and my grandfather's memory. Am I being unreasonable by refusing to let Tom borrow the watch? Honestly, the nerve of him asking to use it just for luck is wild to me, and the fact that his family is piling on, saying I should hand it over when they have no connection to this watch, is beyond cheeky. I'm also puzzled why Emma feels for her brother here. This watch has no history with him. It makes me worry that if I lent it out, I might never see it again. Emma's only caught in the middle because she's not shutting this down. User LoopTwist commented, Not the jerk. It's not Tom's family, not his watch, and not his luck. You've got a fiancé problem. She's only in the middle because she's not firmly telling her family they're out of line. Flamewave adds, Couldn't have said it better. Tom's got some gall. Lionhearts A warns, Keep that watch secure. With Tom's entitled attitude, his parents' support, and Emma's waffling, I wouldn't be shocked if it vanished. Sleepy Simeon suggests, Ask them, if it's just a watch, why does Tom need it so badly? You're not the jerk, but I'm concerned Emma isn't fully on your side. TrueLight replied, Thanks for the support and the sharp point. You're right. If it's just a watch to Tom, why is he so fixated on it? I'm definitely going to ask him that. I'm also worried Emma's not fully backing me, so I'll talk to her soon to ensure we set clear boundaries with her family. TrueLight posted an update. Thanks for the feedback on my post. It really got me thinking. I spoke with Emma last night after work about Tom wanting the watch, and it turned into a huge argument. We worked through it, but it was rough. I started by saying there's no way Tom's getting the watch. It's my grandfather's, worn on his wedding day, and the tradition is for the firstborn son to wear it for luck. Since my dad passed when I was young, it's mine, and I'm set on wearing it at our wedding. I used your suggestion. If it's just a watch to Tom, why's he so desperate for it? Emma got heated, saying Tom's stressed about his wedding and thinks the luck will make it perfect. I called that entitled, Tom has no claim to my family's heirloom. Then I told her she's not supporting me. Like many of you said, she's only in the middle because she won't tell Tom and her parents to back off. Emma exploded, saying I'm forcing her to choose sides and that her parents are texting her non-stop, calling me a jerk for clinging to an old trinket. That set me off. I shouted that it's not a trinket. It's all I have of my dad and grandfather, and if she can't see that, maybe she doesn't care about me. She fired back that I'm obsessed with a dumb tradition and making her family feel awful. I told her if we're getting married, she needs to act like my fiancé, not Tom's advocate. It got uglier. I said I'd lock the watch in a safe because I don't trust her family not to lose it. She flipped, screaming that I'm accusing them of theft. I yelled that I wouldn't have to if she'd shut this down from the start. She started crying, saying I'm making her feel like a terrible fiancé. I wasn't calm and snapped that she's letting me down by siding with Tom. She grabbed her bag, said she was done for now, and left for her friend's place. I was furious, thinking this might be bigger than the watch. Late last night, Emma called, still upset but calmer. She said she doesn't want to ruin us. I admitted I got too heated but stood by needing her support. She broke down saying she understands how much the watch means and feels awful for calling it a trinket. She promised to tell Tom and her parents it's a hard no when we face them together this weekend. She's coming home today, and we agreed to work on communicating without blowing up, especially with her family stirring trouble. To keep the peace, we're considering getting Tom a nice watch as a wedding gift so he has something without touching mine. But commenter Starryfield says, "No, OP, don't reward this behavior." Gem Sparkle adds, "I'd hide that watch." Emma still doesn't fully get it. True Light responded, "It's going in a bank safe." Thunderbolt questions, "Is this someone you want to marry?" There's no reason for Tom to wear your watch. Even if it wasn't significant, he has no right to borrow your stuff. Emma's crying and saying you're making her feel like a bad fiancé. There's a reason for that. Solar Bloom warns, "It's not just Tom's entitlement. It's his parents attacking you to make you give in. These are the in-laws you're choosing. Delay the wedding for a year to ensure Emma understands her family could ruin your relationship. Don't buy Tom a watch. That rewards greed. You'll regret setting that expectation." Another commenter noted, "Emma went to her friend who probably told her she's wrong, and now she's trying to save face." Wise Owl advises, "Don't marry until you get counseling." You both need to learn how to argue constructively. True Light agreed. "I'll take that suggestion." True Light later posted about a wedding gift for Tom. "I'm planning a gift for my brother-in-law's wedding in a few months. I'm considering a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso or a Cartier tank. What do you think? I don't wear dress watches, so I'm unsure about their wearing experience. Any other suggestions?" Furious Sloth commented, "Saw your other post. Don't get that entitled guy a watch. Give cash and a card and move on. I've got a similar brother-in-law, and rewarding this behavior leads to regret." Echo Wave agreed. "He doesn't deserve either." True Light then updated, "We met Tom and Emma's parents for brunch on Sunday. Tom brought up the watch, saying it'd add class to his wedding. I think he's trying to flex control, not because it fits his style. He's got a flashy modern watch collection. I held firm. It's my family's tradition, tied to my late dad and grandfather, and it's for my wedding. Emma backed me instantly, saying if Tom kept pushing, we'd draw a line. Things got tense. Tom said I was making a big deal over a watch and ignoring family unity. He rolled his eyes when I mentioned my dad, which infuriated me. His parents eventually left brunch, seemingly fed up with him. That seemed to humble Tom. He and Emma talked outside and both apologized. We're planning a golf trip in 2 weeks to smooth things over. Emma's parents didn't say much, but her mom hinted I owe them for helping with our wedding. That felt off, especially since we're signing a prenup to protect their assets. I've worked hard and built a good life. Emma supported me through my struggles. Addiction, rock bottom. Her parents always thought she could do better, which probably made her feel torn initially. Some suggested I end things with Emma, but that's not fair. She's been my rock through my worst, and I've had my own mistakes. We're starting counseling to stay strong. We decided against getting Tom a watch. Gifts should be for the couple, so we're leaning toward a honeymoon contribution. Thanks for the advice." True Light also posted on the Relationships Advice subreddit, "My fiancé, 26F, and I, 28M, are getting married soon. But her habit of lending money to her family without telling me is causing tension. Last year, she lent her brother $500 from my account without asking, and recently used my credit card for $1,500 to cover her parents' car repair. She apologizes and promises to repay, but I feel it's a breach of trust. We've agreed to discuss big financial decisions, especially with marriage approaching. She thinks helping family is normal, but I value transparency. How can I address this without making her feel I'm attacking her family?" Cableman commented, "Huge red flag. My wife would never do this without my consent. She's abusing your trust and wallet." What Issues added, "Why marry someone who steals from you? It's a breach of trust, especially since her family seems well off." Now, on to the next story. My husband wanted to regift the anniversary gift I bought him. I'm a 26-year-old woman, and my 31-year-old husband is very picky, making gift-giving a challenge. We've been together nearly 5 years, married for 2. For our second anniversary, I put tons of effort into his gift. He's a huge fan of a certain football club and buys lots of merch. I found a 3D puzzle of the club's stadium, 200 pieces, taking 2 to 3 hours to assemble. It was pricey, but I knew he'd love it. I had it shipped to my mom's to keep it a surprise. He was thrilled when he opened it, saying he'd build it with his 9-year-old nephew, also a fan. Today, the nephew visited, and they worked on the puzzle while chatting about the club. My husband pulled me aside and asked if he should give it to his nephew because he liked it. I was stunned and said, "Do what you want, I don't care." But he could tell I was upset. He didn't re-gift it, but promised the kid he'd get him one. The nephew hadn't even asked for it. After the nephew left, I told my husband how much effort I put into the gift, how hard it is to shop for him, and how hurt I was that he considered giving it away. He got defensive, saying the nephew's a kid who'd love it and that I'm overreacting, blaming my pregnancy hormones. I'm 10 weeks pregnant with our second child. I don't think I'm overreacting. His actions felt thoughtless. Am I wrong, or is this a lousy move? A commenter said, "That's ungrateful. I'd be upset, but at least he asked first." Talk about what gifting should look like going forward since he's hard to shop for and didn't value your effort. OP replied, "It helps a bit, but I'm still mad. He likes gifts but is so picky. Only specific brands of clothes, cologne, or books. Gifting the same stuff feels boring, but he won't try new things in stores." Another commenter asked, "Does he even want gifts?" "I'm hard to buy for, so my wife knows I don't expect them." OP responded, "He loved a hoodie his sister got him, but later said he might re-gift it. I asked why, since it fits perfectly and he has no one his size to give it to. He kept it, saying he'd regret giving it away." Thoughtful Mind shared, "You two have different views on gifts, which is common. I grew up in a family where gifts were a big deal, and it hurt when someone re-gifted my presents. Explore your emotions around gifting and communicate how his actions affect you. He might feel unworthy of keeping gifts, possibly from his upbringing. My spouse came from a culture where gifts were practical, and it caused drama until we worked through our expectations. Reflect on your feelings about gifts, share them, and decide together how to handle gifting in your relationship." OP updated, "Thanks for the constructive comments. We talked calmly this morning. I told him how hurt I was when he dismissed my feelings and blamed my hormones. He apologized sincerely, admitting his hormone comment was rude. I apologized for calling him a nightmare and being passive-aggressive. He said he loves the puzzle and didn't really want to regift it. He shared that his mom often regifted his things growing up, even ones he liked, which made him feel guilty for keeping gifts. His mom stayed with us postpartum and tried giving away our stuff, which annoyed me. We decided he'll pick his own birthday gift to ensure he loves it. The stadium puzzle is now displayed with his football collection. He also gave his nephew shoes for good grades, shoes for his little sister, and money for a school trip so the puzzle wasn't needed." Brightstar said, "Glad you talked it out calmly. Communication helps when both are open. What do you think of these situations? Share your thoughts below and let's move to the next story. Huge thanks for joining me today. Your support means everything. Catch you in the next one. Take care and much love."